Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning on in to our Values News Now desk on this Friday morning. We have made it to Friday, and we've got a beautiful sunrise on our hands this morning. Check that out on our sky cam there, our Red River Valley Fairgrounds sky cam. Getting a good view of that sunrise out there today. Not looking nearly as cloudy or foggy or frosty as it was when I checked in with you yesterday. But one more time, thank you so much for joining us here. My name is Alex Larson. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about that and just that. We're going to talk about weather. I'm going to get my screen ready to share with you here as we break down what we're looking at for today as well as the weekend. Just a quick little review here. First Alert Storm Team Summer Schnellbach just updating this for us about 2 hours ago, saying temperatures warm and winds increase throughout the weekend. First alert to rain and wind Monday. Right now in Fargo, we're sitting at 38 degrees, fair conditions. It's going to be a sunny, mostly cloudy, partly cloudy day. And then we get down into cloudy as we head into the nighttime hours there. We're going to hop all the way up to 59 degrees today. That'll be around that 4 or 5 o'clock hour. We'll hit our high. But throughout the majority of the first part of the day, it's looking okay for October, okay? It's not nearly as high as that 90, that whirlwind we saw a few weeks ago. Scrolling on down here, sunny skies, mild and breezy today, okay? Tomorrow, mostly sunny, gusts of winds up to 25 plus miles per hour and seasonably mild. Okay, we do have a first alert weather day on Monday, though. So we're safe for the weekend, if it weren't for that wind, huh? But Monday, that first alert that our first alert storm team called, rain showers after a dry spell, rain and wind moving through Monday night. So check out that wall that's just going to move on through. Summer told me this morning that this is going to be a slow-moving system. I'm going to hit on our 11-day planner here, see what we got. Okay, so weekend, again, like I just said, if it weren't for that wind, it'd be pretty nice out. 65 and 63 for Saturday and Sunday, but windy. That first alert weather day I just went over you for Monday. And then we're looking at 49, 51, 51, 48 for Halloween. I know a lot of people are wondering what's going on there. Summer did also say this morning that we could be seeing showers that day. Not anything cancel your plans worthy. Still go out and trick or treat, but our first alert storm team will keep you updated on everything that's happening there, so you can be best prepared to take that on and plan your costume accordingly. I'm going to move on here to our news portion of this segment. A Dilworth man is facing charges after a months-long investigation. So I'm talking about 36-year-old Casey Erdman. I'm going to pull this up for you here. My graphics aren't quite working this morning, so I'm going to make do with what I can, okay? This is 36-year-old Casey Erdman. He's charged with 7 counts related to child sex abuse materials. Court records say investigators found more than 30,000 photos and videos of victims as young as 14. Clay County Sheriff's Office started investigating back in January after a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. He's facing up to 70 years in prison if he is convicted on all charges. And day 24 of the government shutdown was marked by another series of failed votes in the Senate. That means we're another day closer to the potential suspension of SNAP. Valley News Team's Ethan Kramer spoke with local leaders to talk about potential impacts as we near that deadline.
The Great Plains Food Bank is gearing up for the potential of SNAP benefits being suspended nationwide on November 1st if the government shutdown continues. The Great Plains Food Bank serves as North Dakota's only food bank and a leading hunger relief organization. Kate Mulbert is the interim CEO.
It's super concerning because even today, we aren't able to meet the need of every North Dakotan who is food insecure, even with SNAP. So the loss of SNAP will be really significant.
Well, this political stalemate.
On Wednesday, Senator John Hoeven spoke on the floor of the U.S. Senate, asking for his colleagues to vote to open the government or things like SNAP could be put to a halt.
Several states are now warning that they will be forced to shut down SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits, as soon as November 1st if the shutdown continues. That means millions of Americans could lose access to the assistance that helps them put food on the table.
The suspension would affect millions in the program, which provides monthly food assistance to eligible low-income individuals and families.
SNAP is such an amazing tool that is historically and been studied deeply to pull people out of poverty.
In Minnesota, on average per month, 440,000 residents receive SNAP benefits, and in North Dakota, SNAP benefits support about 60,000 individuals. U.S. Senator Kevin Cramer.
SNAP, fundamental, the distribution of a fundamental staple in our personal health, obviously food, is a big deal. That's going to affect a lot of people, which is why it's so peculiar that Democrats have chosen to go this route.
Now, with a November 1st deadline looming, the Great Plains Food Bank is gearing up for the increased demand.
Our sourcing team is looking at really ways to ramp up donations. How can we purchase as quickly as possible? Where are there really gaps in access that we need to fill?
That's Ethan Kramer reporting. Now, Senator Kevin Cramer tells us they are working on a bill in the Senate to keep SNAP funded before the November 1st deadline comes. And I do have some good news for North Dakota. President Donald Trump approving Governor Kelly Armstrong's request. A major disaster declaration is now in effect. That is for the severe storms that hit on August 7th and August 8th. Give me 1 second to pull up this video for you here. We'll review. So those storms caused significant damage to electrical infrastructure. Declaration here we go. Got the video for you here. That declaration is going to cover 7 counties, including Barnes, Grand Forks, and Griggs. However, there is a catch. Due to the government shutdown, federal aid will not be released immediately. Money for recovery will be delayed until the government reopens. And now we're on to a story that came to us through our whistleblower hotline. A woman is searching for answers days before her brother's burial. Problem is, he died in Texas, and Cass County says you got to be a resident to be buried at Springvale Cemetery. Vicki Rue says that her family has had plots at that cemetery for 70 years. A rule change 2 years ago means her brother, who lived in Texas, cannot be buried with his family because he did not live in that county. So she said, you've got so much stuff to do getting ready for the funeral that it just kind of threw her through a loop. Emotions are running high and she just really doesn't know what to do. Valley News Live did also speak to the county administrator to see what's going to be done in this situation. If you want to find out what he's got to say, you can head on over to this story on our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on it. One more time, though, this story came to us through our whistleblower hotline, and I'm going to show you right now how to navigate to that on our website, okay? All right, I'm sharing my screen with you here over on the Valley News Live homepage. I'm going to scroll on down. There's Lisa's America's 250th Colette trip anniversary. If you want to go on that you're hitting all of them, the U.S. historical hotspots. We're going to scroll on down, though. Right below her picture there is the whistleblower tab. This is going to be the form that you're able to put your name. Remember, you can stay anonymous, but we do prefer you leave a email or phone number so we can get a hold of you if we want to find out more details there. But you can be anonymous. You can share your name. You can add your story subject. That's required here. And you can upload photos and documents if those are relevant to what you want to tell us about. And then just type your story there, hit submit, and that's going to go to our entire newsroom. If you've got a problem in your community, we can hopefully get a hold of you through this and help you figure that one out. And a memorial service has been planned for the senior at Maddock High School who died this week after he was hit by a semi on Highway 19. So loved ones will say goodbye to 17-year-old Tucker Fall on Monday. A public visitation will be held at noon at the Maddock Public School with a funeral to follow at 2 o'clock. Burial will be at the North Viking Lutheran Cemetery in Maddock. And I've also got some good news for you this morning following a tragic shooting. So Sophia Forches, the 12-year-old who survived a gunshot wound to the head during the Annunciation Church shooting, left the hospital yesterday. Her recovery is being called nothing short of miraculous by her medical team.
Unbelievable. It's a better outcome than we could ever possibly have imagined. Just absolutely thrilled with how she's doing. She was near brain death when she came in, and so it was kind of a harrowing, and I honestly would not have expected this type of outcome. It is miraculous.
Sophia was among the 30 people shot during Mass on the morning of August 27th. Two of her classmates, 8-year-old Fletcher Merkel and 10-year-old Harper Moisky, did not survive that attack. Well, I am sure if you're from this area, you recognize that beautiful music, Concordia. Their 99th annual Christmas concert is right around the corner, and tickets are going on sale in just 4 days. Welcome All Wonders is the name of the show this year, and at 9 a.m. on October 28th, tickets will go on sale. They're going to range from about $25 to $30. You can check out where to buy them and what days concerts will be on our website, valleynewslive.com. Just click on this story. It's also available on our news app, which you can download and use for free. Breaking news right at your fingertips. Updates to important stories that are going on around our region that we feel that you should be updated about. And, also, I can send you a push notification right when I start this up in the morning, so you're able to be right in the loop with everything that we're talking about here. Everything that we post on Facebook, on our website, that you see in the shows that you see on here, that's all posted to our VNL News app as well. And remember, we got that first alert weather day coming up for Monday. Good reminder to download that VNL weather app so you can stay updated with the very latest on when and where and if that is hitting your part of the region. Well, that's about all I got for you here on this Friday morning. I'm going to leave you with some music from Concordia's beautiful choir. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday and an even better weekend. I will see you right back here on Monday.